We'll start this morning with some big breaking news, positive news for Arsenal.
As the football world continues to buzz with the aftermath of Arsenal's blockbuster acquisition of Viktor Gyökeres, one figure whose words have added significant weight to the story is Andrea Berta, the widely respected sporting director of Atletico Madrid. Known for his sharp eye in talent identification and strategic transfer planning, Berta's unexpected commentary on the Arsenal Gyökeres saga has opened a fresh layer of analysis, intrigue, and validation for the North London club's ambitious signing. Berta, speaking at a closed-door football strategy seminar in Madrid, was asked to comment on recent high-profile moves in the transfer market. While he initially refrained from naming names, he eventually broke his silence when a journalist from a prominent Spanish outlet asked specifically about Viktor Gyökeres' move from Sporting CP to Arsenal for a reported fee close to £85 million. Without hesitation, Berta leaned forward, and with a smile, delivered a statement that has since gone viral across football media. When a club like Arsenal signs Viktor Gyökeres, they are not just buying a striker, they are investing in a winning mentality. That single sentence sparked waves across social platforms and dominated sports coverage for the next 48 hours. Berta, who has overseen the signings of football legends like Antoine Griezmann, João Felix, and Jan Oblak, did not stop there. He elaborated on Gyökeres' rise from an underappreciated championship striker at Coventry City to a goal machine at Sporting, where he racked up over 40 goal contributions last season in all competitions. Berta praised the Swede's physical profile, his directness, and, most importantly, his mentality. He has the psychological attributes that top clubs demand, Berta said. You can teach tactics. You can refine technique. But hunger, that's either in you, or it's not. Gyökeres plays like someone who's always chasing a fire. And for a club like Arsenal, competing across the Premier League, Champions League, and domestic cups, that hunger is essential. That endorsement from someone of Berta's stature was viewed as a major seal of approval not just for the player, but also for Arsenal's technical project. The timing couldn't have been better. Arsenal had just unveiled Gyökeres at the Emirates, with fans showering the 26-year-old striker with overwhelming support, chanting his name and flooding social media with compilations of his goals, training videos, and his fiery interviews. And now, Berta's perspective has added a strategic, behind-the-scenes insight into why this signing could be transformative. For Arsenal fans, Berta's comments have been more than just validation. They're a sign that their club is once again being taken seriously at the highest levels of European football. His praise was not laced with the usual politeness or generic approval you often hear from insiders. Instead, it carried the conviction of someone who understands the architecture of elite clubs. Arsenal's project is maturing, Berta continued. They've combined youth, experience, tactical clarity, and now, with Gyökeres, they've added something wild. He's a striker who isn't afraid to attack space, fight for loose balls, or make unselfish runs. He reminds me a little of Diego Costa in spirit, but technically, he has a sharper edge. That comparison drew audible gasps from some of the room's attendees. Diego Costa, the relentless former Chelsea and Atletico striker, was known for his sheer aggression and willingness to disrupt defenses. If Gyökeres brings a fraction of that ferocity to Arsenal, the Gunners could become one of the most feared attacking teams in Europe this season. What makes Berta's comments even more relevant is the insight they provide into the evolving expectations for strikers in modern football. No longer is it sufficient to be just a finisher. Today's elite striker must press, link play, stretch defenses, and even drop deep when needed. Gyökeres, with his powerful running, work ethic, and keen eye for goal, fits that profile perfectly. Berta also highlighted the role of Mikel Arteta and Edu Gasper in finalizing the deal. What Mikel and Edu are building at Arsenal is one of the most coherent sporting projects in Europe, he said. Their ability to scout, identify, and secure top talent before the rest of the continent makes a move is something few clubs have achieved. There were strong rumors, Berta admitted, that Atletico themselves were monitoring Gyökeres as a potential long-term replacement for Alvaro Morata. Other clubs like AC Milan, PSG, and even Bayern Munich had also been linked at various points, though none were able to make the financial or strategic push that Arsenal did. What makes this even more fascinating is that Berta rarely speaks on transfers unless directly involved. For him to dedicate several minutes of his seminar to an Arsenal signing that has no bearing on his own club implies that Gyökeres is more than just a promising striker he is viewed as a statement acquisition in the wider footballing community. Back in London, the Arsenal camp is buzzing. Mikel Arteta has already spoken highly of Gyökeres in press conferences, describing him as a game changer who brings a different dimension to the attack. The player himself has wasted no time settling in, scoring on his unofficial debut in a behind-closed-doors friendly and showing instant chemistry with the likes of Bukayo Saka and Martin Odegaard during training drills. The Emirates Stadium is bracing for a new era. After narrowly missing out on the Premier League title last season, Arsenal's intent this summer has been clear: strengthen every key position and ensure there are no weak links. With the arrivals of players like Gyökeres and Viktor Gyökeres, they are now armed with not just talent but firepower. Arsenal fans are dreaming again and they're not hiding it. Berta's endorsement now echoes throughout that dream. His words, delivered calmly and deliberately in that Madrid conference room, have amplified the magnitude of what Arsenal have done. It's not about buying names, he concluded. It's about buying tools to win. And Gyökeres is a very sharp tool. And that, perhaps, is the ultimate verdict. Arsenal's latest recruit isn't just another splash in the transfer market. He is a weapon. And everyone from Arteta to Burton knows it. The rest of the Premier League has been put on notice. Viktor Gyökeres is coming not just to play, but to conquer.